I don't think we would have actually even expanded if we didn't have Fulfil. Yeah, Monos, when we first started, was predominantly a luggage brand, but the long-term vision has always been, a brand in the travel and lifestyle space that spans across multiple categories. In the early days, everything's simple, right? You have one channel, digital. You can literally get by with just spreadsheets. We definitely found things to get complicated as we expanded, especially, first through geography, right? So we launched into UK and Australia. When we had started multiple geos, that's when we started to find, whether it's currency issues and reporting, being able to track through multiple 3PLs through different regions. So that was definitely a point where we needed to find a solution. We had used very simple OMSs. Given the volume that we were doing, there were still a lot of issues. There were a period where it broke and we had to manually sort all the orders and manually assign them to different 3PL regions. Their servers were just not built to be able to handle that type of volume. We did actually sign up with SAP and went through a year and a half of implementation. And through that process, we just knew that this wasn't for us. It actually created more work than what we were trying to solve. You don't know until you kind of go through, take the first step. And our first step was going through the traditional ERPs. And I think there was a lot of learnings there. First, the whole industry and process didn't really make sense. We found that process to be extremely slow, first of all, very expensive, and in most cases, a lot of back and forth. Actually just didn't really get anywhere after close to a year of integration. I think the implementation with Fulfil was simple. The first thing was, are we not going to have the same experience of SAP, right? The super dragged out implementation process, working with a third-party integrator, the cost involved with that was a completely different approach that we're going to have with Fulfil. We have a base out of Canada. We have a US entity, and we have 5 retail stores in the States as well. We're also now in UK, Australia. Most people underestimate how important it is, not just the initial implementation, but understanding how nimble your partners are, right? Because as we can see, even today, just AI has massively disrupted a lot of these platforms. And from just working side to side with ST and his team gave us kind of this confidence of okay, as the landscape evolves with technology, this software is not just gonna outdate itself because it's constant improvement. Whereas traditional legacy ERP, you're gonna find that things are going to be a lot slower and there's less tailoring to businesses like ours. I don't think we would have actually even expanded if we didn't have something, to be honest. Before, we were predominantly in North America, so US and Canada, and yeah, it's just a lot of fragmented data, a lot of Excels. We were just always behind, and to understand our true landed costs were, it definitely gave us confidence to be able to reach into newer channels and geos with Fulfil, knowing that we had a ERP partner that would be able to integrate fairly seamlessly.